All right, the boxing source here is back with my guy Richie Commey. I guess you could say part two here. Following up from our earlier conversation that we had the other day. We're gonna talk about you as far as like being originally scheduled to have a bout for February 23rd, but it didn't necessarily happen. Some things just made it to where you weren't able to fight. And that would have been something because you hadn't fought since your bout against Ramirez there, so you definitely wanted to get back into the ring, but it didn't quite work out that way. Can you tell us about like what went down?
Yeah, actually everything was all right. At the main event, Saddam Ali, former world champion, WBO former world champion. I've been in the camp with him when he fought Cotto to win that title. So he was the one doing the show, and then he put me on. Like everything was good, like everything was said we ready, and then I think the week before the fight, like he got sick. And then he still tried, he wanna do it, and then I went there, I think one Saturday to spar him, and then he sparred, but I didn't feel very good. So since he's the main event, and he was the one doing the whole show, everything depends on him. So there's no point in like letting the show go on without him fighting. So that was actually what happened. But yeah, other than that, the fight would have gone on, and I would have made my comeback.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, Yeah. I know things happen for a reason. Actually, that gave me more time to stay in the ring, to stay in the gym and to prepare more, and just keep on training and waiting for my comeback.
Yeah, exactly. Like we mentioned there, as far as like getting ready in camp, being prepared, and training with a lot of the fighters that you're around, pretty much the New York area and beyond that, that keeps you in shape and keeps you ready for like something like that particular situation where like the main event that pretty much puts on the fight card isn't able to make it, so they pretty much like scrap the whole card. So now you're pretty much like in waiting in the wings for another bout to materialize here, and like you said, you're staying in the gym so you don't have to like, hey, I'm gonna have to like cut weight again or try to do this again. I'm already be ready because I'm working not just for myself but with other fighters as well.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just keeping it and stay close to my weight, because you never know what's gonna happen. But still I'm talking to a few people. I see hopefully I should come back sometime in April. Hopefully. So I'm kind of like my eyes up there. I'm just getting myself ready. So it is what it is. And once I get back, bring it on.
Gotcha. Now, I know we were talking about, you campaigning there at 140 pounds, and we had like a few, interesting bouts that are happening within one card. They're in or around the 140-pound division. They're supposed to be scheduled for May 2nd, Friday, May 2nd. I do have, one of your former opponent there. Well, actually, a couple of your former opponents involved in that card with Jose Ramirez. That's going to be in there against Devin Haney, and you're going to have Teofimo Lopez there against Arnold Barbosa Jr. There. So definitely have an interesting card there for May 2nd. And well, I know that like the thing there with Devin Haney, he's going to be a little bit above 140 pounds, but you still got the thing there with Teofimo Lopez still campaigning at 140. So you would definitely want to see what happens in that bout, and if Teofimo comes out on top for that, then sometime later on down the line you can build yourself up to say, hey, you know what, I want the run back, I want the rematch. You feel me?
That's right, more definitely. I always want to have a rematch with Teo, regardless of the weight class, or even though we fought at 135. I would love to, because the fight didn't last for too long. It just second round, and in the first round I was winning. He just called me. We just saw something and we go for it, and I got caught, and that was it. So it will always be good to replay it again. So, but it is what he seems a nice guy to me, and But if I get a chance to fight him, he's one of the guys I would love to fight with him again. Because the fight didn't really travel, so I feel like a lot that I should do in that fight. So, but yeah, it doesn't really matter whether I get a chance to fight with him again or not. There's a lot of this 140 out there who are at the top. I want to fight anyone. It doesn't really matter. But all I want now is just get in there first. I haven't fought since the last fight with Ramirez. And I see if the opportunity comes, I would love to fight Ramirez again. Because even his fight too, there's no point in making an excuse. A lot happened. Now I've learned a lot from all the mistakes and everything that went against me. And I think now coming back is gonna be learn from the experience and be a better, more fighter.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know, like taking what you had from both of those fights, and as you were talking about there with the Lopez fight and with the Ramirez fight, that you could use that to become sharper, more focused there once you get back in the ring, and then eventually build your way up there in the 140-pound rankings. And like you said, you want those guys there that are around the top. The Teofimo Lopez's, the Gary Antoine Russells, or Raul Valenzuela, or Isaac Pipo Cruz, or Alberto Puello. Like all of those guys, it's a very deep division there at super lightweight, and you definitely want to be part of that mix.
Exactly, most definitely. I believe in myself. I know I train hard, and I'm a warrior from Africa. You know what I mean? I never back down. So yeah, I mean, you want to fight the best out there. You know what I mean? You want to give your all. I want to fight all these guys out there, giving my all, and whatever happens, this is sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what the fans want. They want real entertainment. They want someone, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't want someone who's gonna be right. You want to give them that entertainment. That's what they pay their money for. Mm-hmm. And that is exactly what I'm bringing to the table. So I don't care. I want to fight any one of them.
Yeah, all action fighter. It doesn't matter who's at the opposite side of the ring, which you want to get it in with them. So that's what you are looking for at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. So
at the same time, I want to be a world champion again. So
yeah, you're gonna have to get in there. You're gonna have to get in the trenches. Yeah.
You know, most of us where we come from, we don't get it on the silver platter. You know what I mean? So we gotta work our way twice to get it. So yeah, man, I'm ever ready, man.
Gotcha. We definitely are looking forward to you getting into that route back there to the top around that particular division there at super lightweight. So we'll catch up more on that, and then get updates when you do have that next fight coming up. But big thanks once again to talk with the Boxing Source.
All right, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
God bless.